could not help but notice that you close the Bible, you open the Bible, why is that? And the nun goes, fuck off! That's the first joke. I think it's an excellent joke. I think that it could not be a better joke, actually. It's simplicity. The second joke is much more complicated, and I hope you can follow me through. Okay. So, there is this couple, husband and wife from Barcelona, and they go on a honeymoon to Morocco, and they go to Marrakesh, and crazy stuff happening in Marrakesh, all sorts of exotic things, and they go to this variety show. It's like the Great Abdul, insane, the Great Abdul, and they go like, what could this Great Abdul go with all this? What would you do with all this line outside? And so they go inside, and there's like a couple of opening acts, and then there's like, finally, the Great Abdul is here, bram! And this guy comes in, it's like, this guy is clearly, whatever, 40 years old, skinny guy, and he's like, he just comes out, and he like has this table with like 3 walnuts. And he pulls out his dick and he's like, whoa, and then they're like, whoa, clearly people go there often. Whoa, bam, and he opens the walnut with his dick. And everybody's like, whoa, and it's like, all right, second one, bam, like, whoa, crazy. And then the third one, bam, whoa, crazy. And the camera's like, wow, that was insane. Stuff that only happened in Marrakesh. Wonderful honeymoon, that's the point of the story. And they go back home. So a few years later, and they're like, they're like 10 years married. They're like, what are we gonna do for our, 10 years wedding anniversary? It's like, let's go back to Marrakesh, where we did our honeymoon. And they're like, great idea, let's do it. And then in Marrakesh, it's like, whoa, crazy. Oh, I cannot drink that much anymore. Should we go and see if Great Abdul is still there? It's like, oh, let's do it. Okay, we go. So they go, and there's like, the Great Abdul, still the same sign. They do the line, they get in, Great Abdul is there. And the Great Abdul, opening acts, and the Great Abdul comes out, and there's a table with 3 coconuts. And the same thing is like, rush, bam, and he opens the coconut. And the second coconut, bam, and he opens the coconut like, where you're like, whoa! Not much has changed on the side of the audience, but there are coconuts instead of walnut. And the third one, rush, bam, and he opens the coconut with his dick. Crazy, and the people are like, wow, this is insane. And so they are like, we need to meet him at this point. It's like such an important part of our relationship. So the government is like, oh, Great Abdul, we came here 10 years ago, like, we love your act so much. And they're like, what's, how do you do it, and why the walnuts and the coconut? And the Great Abdul is like, well, I don't see that well anymore. I could have done that better.
Maybe after him.
What's that?
Maybe after him.
Since I let you down on the first one,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the second
It's
one.
not no worries.
Happy? So there is a group of guys, they're all brothers, yeah? They take out their grandfather for his birthday. So his 90th birthday, and they take it out for dinner. So they're having dinner, it's all fine and well, and then the grandfather goes to the toilet. And he comes back, and he's all pissed on his legs.
Yeah.
And they're like, Grandpa, what happened? And meanwhile, they were grating a pill of Viagra in the soup of the grandfather. So he goes to the toilet, and he comes back, and he's all pissed. And he was like, well, Grandpa, what happened? And he's like, well, I went to the toilet, I pulled it out, I looked at it, and it wasn't mine, so I pulled it back.
one more joke. Is that okay? Is that all right? All right, let's do it. Let's go, Bob Boy up.
There's this dude who's going on a business trip. And he's in Vegas or bumfuck anywhere. And he goes to the local bar and he's like talking to the bartender, getting friendly with him. He's like, hey bartender, so I'm looking for a little fun while I'm here. I want to, hire a hooker, just like get a little nut in, And the bartender's like, yeah, I know someone who you could really have a good time with and it's worth your while. I was like, let me show you this back room. He goes in there and the bartender's like, so this person is amazing. They're actually going to sing to you while they're giving you head. Wow. It's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. You're going to lose your mind. Only condition is you have to have the lights off while this happens. Because she can't reveal her magic, her tricks. All right, cool. All right, here's the $1,000, whatever. I'm down for the best blowjob of my life. Get Siren Throat. It was like the underground name for it. Lo and behold, the lights go off. She's like, hey, soldier. You look tired. You can use a little bit R&R. But then, without the nicotine in my mouth. Wow, that was amazing. Fuck, I'm coming back tomorrow, said the guy after it was done. And it was a Tuesday, comes back on a Wednesday. Hey, bartender, where's the Siren Throat? She's here. Okay, goes back room. Except he comes back, he's like, I don't know how she does it. Like, how could she possibly give me head and sing at the same time? Wow. Okay, same thing comes out. She's like, hey, whoa, okay, whoa, $1,000, blah, blah.
Big money too.
Testosterone, blah. Sloppy,
Yes.
sloppy, blah. Okay, so he turns on the light. First thing he sees is a glass eye.
Boom.
Thank you. Anybody else? My mother and car. All right. Take my wife, please. All right, we're gonna get to the kick here again, baby. Yeah. Oh, the bartender.
Alright, so I stole this one, so don't say anything if you heard it before. This is the 19th century, right? And a man goes out west to seek his fortune. He goes out to California to pan for gold. He's got his pickaxe over his shoulder, his little sieve that he puts in the river, whatever. Don't record this one. So he goes to the saloon, after a hard day of gold mining. And he goes to the bartender and he says, bartender, I need a woman. I've been in the mines, I've been in the river looking for gold for so long. You got a woman? Bartender says, no, but I do have Matt Proctor. The gold miner, he's open-minded, but he says, that's kind of not my thing. The bartender says, whatever, you'll come back. So the gold miner goes out. He's there for 6 months, slaving away in the hot California sun. He's looking for gold. He's not finding no gold. He's in the river with his little pan or whatever. It's just dirt. It's just silt. Nothing for this guy. So he comes back to the bar and he goes, barkeep, got any women yet? Bartender says, no, just Matt Proctor. Yeah. So he goes back out into the fields. He's there a whole year, 365 days. out in the gold mines and the rivers. I don't know much about gold mining, so I'm keeping this kind of vague. It's hard work though, I imagine. He comes back to the bar, says, "All right, bartender, give me Matt Proctor." "But you can't tell nobody about it, barkeep. No one can know." And the barkeep says, "Well, a few people are gonna know." Gold miner says, "What do you mean?" Barkeep says, "Well, you're gonna know. I'm gonna know. Matt Proctor's gonna know. And the 3 people holding Matt Proctor down are gonna know."
Let me try one.
Go for it.
Listen, sorry, I'm French, so maybe my English is it's bad, so very, very focused.
It's also a very dirty
Okay,
joke.
fine.
Yes.
So it's the parents, they are fucking in the bedrooms, so they're fucking. And small Nicolas opened the bedroom door, and the father is fucking the mother very hard and said, "No, Nicolas, no worries. I'm not doing anything bad to your mother." The mother said, No, Nicolas, close the door. I'm totally okay. Fine, close the door. So they close the door, they finish their job. And 1 minute after, they cross the corridor. The father across the corridor, and at the end of the corridor, you go into the granny room, because the granny was in the house. And they see Nicolas fucking very hard the granny. Bam, 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 bam. Said, Nicolas, what do you do?" And Nicolas turned back and said, "You see, it's not funny when it's your mother."
All right. So this is a good one, yeah. So there is the Noah's Ark.
Yes.
The Ark is like a shipwreck, yeah. They go into an island, and there is only 2 animals left. There is a donkey, and there is a lion, yeah. So they're standing on an island. After 30 days, they get pretty horny. So it's time to go about business, yeah? And the lion looks at the donkey, and they're like, "Well, I love to fuck you, yeah?" And the donkey's like, "Fine. But since it's only you and I, we're gonna have to take turns." And the lion's like, "All right, I'll do it for you, but I'm the king of the jungle, so I go first." And the donkey's like, "All right." So the lion starts to get at it.
Yeah, get it, yes.
The thing is, the donkey is still as fuck, he ain't moving, yeah? So the lion looks at him and he's like, "Well, you might as well just fucking pretend you're enjoying it." And the donkey turns around and like, "Right, fine." So the lion starts,
Yes, it is.
and the donkey is trying.
Whoa.
Then when the donkey is done, so when the lion is done, the donkey says, "All right, now it's my turn, yeah?" So the donkey goes at it, and the lion he ain't moving. It's like, "Please, can you at least pretend you're enjoying it?" And the lion turns around and is like, "Well, if you can move further back a little bit, I can at least move my head."
Alright, we have a hard out at 1 a.m. Anybody else? We're done. Alright. Easy Paradise was brought to you by Robert Greeley and the genius of the American Commonplace.
Book of the Day by Tom Clerk. Get it at your finest local bookstores. Check your local libraries. Thank you all for coming out. We might be partying, we might just be hanging out in the room. As much as I'd love to hear European people tell filthy jokes all night, I mean, we could do this all night, right? You want to do some more? Let's do it. All right, thank you all for coming out. It's Easy Paradise. Give yourselves a big round of applause. The music's over. Oh, we got a scarf here. Have a great week. Come back next Monday. We're here every Monday. We love you, baby. Get home safe. Check us out on YouTube. Like and subscribe. If you're watching in the future, this is how it was in the year 2023 on planet Earth. This is the culture, the artists, the poets, the filthy jokes, the street jokes. No one knows where they come from. Nobody knows who writes them. They just appear someday in your father's glove compartment. And then they get passed along at used car dealerships and strip clubs and poker games and the Masons and the Illuminati. Stanley Kubrick was killed by the fucking CIA. 9/11 was an inside job. Kill Whitey!
Let's go, Illuminati. Yes.
What have they done to our fair sister?
This is the land where the Pharaoh died. Thank you guys.
Princess and drag her down.
Okay, here is your guys'.
I don't know. It was very good. He did so good. Yeah.
You must know about Ava. I have a drink.
Yo,
I got a thing.
let me just
I had a good one. How do you call it? Year? We don't mind. Year? We don't